Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel बातों की फैक्ट्री। Today we are here with another interesting news article from Business Standard which is about the Indian economy. In this video we will go step-wise. So first I will narrate a story to you. This segment will be called The Story. Through this story you will understand the news article quickly and more easily. In the second step, which we call Deep Dive, I and you both will read the news article together and understand the language. And in the third segment, which is a 10-second challenge, I will try and summarize the news article in 10 seconds. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, so let's enter into the first segment, the story. So the story is, one day, Ravi, a shopkeeper who sells herbal medicines to foreign buyers, he learns that Indian currency has become cheap against US dollars. When he learns that, he gets happy, thinking that, oh wow, now that the Indian currency has become cheaper for the foreign buyers, my goods and products will also become cheaper and they will buy more. So it's a very happy news for him. But what he learns later is that while he is producing more, knowing that the demand will now rise, he learns that the raw material, which is the herbs which he needs for producing these medicines, is imported from foreign countries. And since rupee has become cheaper, the raw material cost has increased. So in a way the production cost has increased for him. But now what should he do? The foreign buyers will demand him to reduce the price. But the production cost has increased. So Ravi learns that this is not a good news. It is actually going to cause him more harm than good. He will have to struggle in balancing the production cost and the selling cost. So let's read the article and keep in mind the situation of Ravi, who is an Indian pharma exporter. Okay, so now we'll enter the second segment, which is Deep Dive. Let us read the article with me. Okay, so as we read the article together, we see that there are several words in this article that are a little difficult to understand the meaning of. So let me just list down the meaning of these words so that you can properly understand the article when we read it together. The context of Indian economy, decrease in the value of Indian rupee against US dollars. That means Indian rupee becomes cheaper. Just take a simple example. पहले एक US डॉलर को खरीदने के लिए हमें 2 रुपये देने पड़ते, बट अभी वही एक US डॉलर को खरीदने के लिए हमें 4 रुपये देने पड़ेंगे. तो ये इंडियन रूपी का डेप्रिसिएशन है कि हम ज़्यादा पैसे देंगे तो US डॉलर हमें मिलेगा. एक तरीके से हमारे लिए US डॉलर महंगा हो गया है. अब वही चीज़ अगर हम एक फॉरेनर के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें, अगर वो हमारी करेंसी इंडियन रूपी में कन्वर्ट कराता है US डॉलर को, तो उसे अब उसी एक US डॉलर के अगेंस्ट 4 रुपये मिलेंगे. मतलब हमारी करेंसी उनके लिए सस्ती हो गई और हमारे लिए US डॉलर महंगा. तो ये छोटी सी चीज़ आप याद रखना कि डेप्रिसिएशन मीन्स अपनी करेंसी सस्ती हो रही है औरों की. API बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट होता है किसी भी मेडिसिन के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए. मेडिसिन का 90% कॉस्ट API में ही लगता है. API है क्या, करता क्या है? तो API इज दैट बायोलॉजिकल कंपोनेंट ऑफ द होल मेडिसिन दैट क्रिएट्स एंड प्रोड्यूसेस द रिक्वायर्ड मेडिकल बेनिफिट. एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं API का. अगर हमें बुखार है और हम खा रहे हैं पैरासीटामोल, अब पैरासीटामोल में जो API है, अगर वो API उसमें नहीं होता तो फिर पैरासीटामोल हम खा लेते और हमारा बुखार नहीं कम होता. बट उस API के होने की वजह से ही वो बुखार की गोली कही जाएगी. बात करी जाए टेल एंड प्रोडक्ट्स की, तो टेल एंड प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं छोटे मोटे प्रोडक्ट्स जो स्मॉल वैल्यू प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं. जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आप कोई ऑफिस सेटअप करते हैं. उस ऑफिस में आपको काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें चाहिए होंगी. स्टेशनरी के आइटम्स चाहिए होंगे, टेबल चेयर चाहिए होगी. ये सब स्मॉल वैल्यू आइटम्स हैं जिन्हें हम टेल एंड प्रोडक्ट्स भी कहते हैं. सिमिलरली इन द मेडिसिन इंडस्ट्री, टेल एंड प्रोडक्ट्स हो गए कुछ छोटे मोटे मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट्स लाइक सिजर्स और सम वेरी जेनेरिक ड्रग्स. शॉट इन द आर्म. शॉट इन द आर्म इज एन ईडियम. ईडियम मतलब एक मुहावरा, और इसका मतलब होता है टू गिव अ पॉजिटिव अफेक्ट सडनली. अगर हमें इसे याद रखना हो अच्छे से तो एक विजुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो सकता है कि जैसे हमें इंजेक्शन लगता है, वी गेट सम एनर्जी. सो दैट शॉट इन द आर्म इज लाइक अ पॉजिटिव पुश or a boost which happens suddenly after a particular event. Then bode well. Bode well is another idiom which means to be in favor of. Next is offset. Offset is a verb which means to balance or to reduce the effect of. Hedged. Hedge is another verb which means protect against a financial risk. Then rupee devaluation. This is another term in the economy which means when an authority intentionally tries to lower the price of an asset. That's called rupee devaluation. If the government is trying to intentionally lower the value of rupee. Flawed. Flawed is an adjective which is to describe something which has a defect or a damage. Vigilant means alert, and negotiation means strategic discussion. So now that we know the meaning of all the new words that we'll come across in this article, let us start reading from the headline, the summary, and then the actual article itself. So the headline is weakening rupee may not be shot in the arm for Indian pharma exporters. So the weakening of Indian rupee may not positively affect the pharma exporters. Coming to the summary. The recent depreciation of the Indian rupee against the US dollar may not necessarily bode well for India pharma exporters in the immediate term, experts said. So in the immediate term, according to the experts, the depreciation of Indian rupee against US dollar may not be favorable incident for the Indian pharma exporters. So let's come to the article. While some believe the devaluing rupee will have little immediate impact on exports due to annual contracts being hedged against currency fluctuations, others warn that small players may lower prices in response to the currency tailwind, potentially triggering price renegotiations. Exporters note the higher import cost for active pharmaceutical ingredients could offset the gains from the export surge. In this paragraph, now the article writer is telling about the opinion of different stakeholders, where or some of them think that devaluing rupee will have little immediate impact, but in the long run, since small players will try to lower their prices, it might lead to price renegotiation. That means the buyer may sit again with the sellers and negotiate the price, seeing that Indian currency is depreciating against US dollars. But then this will not happen immediately. Why? Because pharma exporters have already signed annual contracts with the sellers and they are protected against the fluctuation in the value of rupee. Last week, the rupee weakened against the US dollar, reaching a fresh closing low of 85.76. So, the value of rupee has depreciated. Sudarshan Jain, Director General of the Indian Pharma Alliance, said the annual contracts with US wholesalers are typically hedged against currency fluctuation. So, the DG of Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, IPA, has also said that the annual contracts with the US wholesalers are generally protected against any risk due to currency fluctuations. So here particularly US, because US is the biggest buyer of Indian pharma exports. The current rupee dollar rates would likely not have an immediate impact. However, Jain noted that if the local unit continues to weaken over a long period, it could affect next year's contracts, though it is difficult to predict at this stage. So immediately there will not be any impact on the exports. But in the long run, maybe in the next year, price negotiations would take place and it would create some impact on the Indian pharma exporters. In 2023-24, Indian pharmaceutical exports to the US accounted for 31% of the total drug exports, amounting to 8.7 billion US dollar. So out of exports made by the Indian exporters to foreign companies, 31% share has been of US foreign buyers, which is equal to 8.7 billion US dollars. Now in the second paragraph, India's total pharmaceutical exports for the year valued at $27.8 billion, marking a 9% year growth from the previous year. So the Indian pharma exports have increased by 9.6% to 27.8 billion US dollars. Experts believe that the US will remain a key driver for Indian pharmaceutical companies, as over 90% of prescriptions in the country are for affordable generics. Now here is the reason why US remains to be the biggest buyer for Indian pharmaceutical exports. The reason is that generally the doctors prescribe affordable generics that are produced by Indian pharma exporters, and so US will remain the largest buyer. In 2022, Indian companies supplied 4 of 10 prescriptions filled in the US. Additionally, Africa accounted for approximately 14% of India's pharmaceutical exports in the 2023-24, while Europe constituted 20.05%. So after US, Europe is the second biggest buyer, and then Africa. A weaker rupee will help Indian pharma exports. Hope companies use rupee devaluation to increase profitability instead of competing against indigenous competition. Now this is very important. This has been noted by Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, who is the chairperson of Biocon and Biocon Biologics. And what she says is that hope the Indian companies will use this opportunity of decrease in the value of Indian rupee to increase their profitability, and they will not fight amongst themselves internally. Several Indian companies sell below cost to gain more market share, which is a flawed competitive strategy. So she remarks that the strategy to reduce their medicines price just to become competitive and increase their market share and attract buyers is not a correct competitive strategy. Chinese pharma is the competition, but largely for APIs, India has clear dominance in finished formulation. So our competitor in selling in pharma exports is China, but for finished formulations, finished medical products, India still has a clear dominance in the market. To my knowledge, we haven't seen any impact thus far, but this is something that is evolving, and I'm sure companies will be vigilant to respond appropriately. Okay, so she added that the event of depreciation of Indian rupee, in her knowledge, has not impacted much so far, but as the situation is evolving, she asked companies to be alert. An analyst agreed to this. Vishal Manchanda, an analyst with Systematics Institutional Equities, told Business Standard that major pharma players are moving away from low-value generic exports to regulated countries like the US. They are getting rid of some tail-end products. He told that players are now moving away, that means the pharma exporters are now moving away from low-value generic exports, which are cheaper, to regulated countries like the US, which prescribe generics. We have seen that in some cases there has been a slight dip in value terms for generic exports by big pharma from India. At the same time, indigenous competition among pharma players to grab export market share has increased. Smaller players are reducing prices to gain market share, Manchanda elaborated. In the current situation where the rupee is devaluing, if small players cut prices aided by this currency tailwind, then there can be price renegotiations even in the middle of annual contracts, he cautioned. So Manchanda is saying that within the Indian pharma export environment, the large exporters and the small scale exporters, they are fighting amongst themselves through lowering their prices so that they can get more customers in the foreign market. Now this is a flawed strategy, as Kiran also noted, and then he further says that if this continues, that the smaller players cut their prices, then price renegotiations and contract could be signed again. A systematics analysis showed how India's exports to the US are turning highly competitive. The market share of the top 10 exporters, excluding the high value opportunity, declined from 60% in the calendar year 2021 to around 50% in calendar year 2023. Now here they are showing how situation is changing. Earlier, the top 10 India pharma exporters used to occupy 60% of the market share in the global environment, but now their share has reduced to 50%. So India's exports to the US are becoming highly competitive as smaller players are trying to pose a good competition by reducing their prices. Overall exports to the US from India grew by just $200 million from $6.8 billion US in calendar year 21 to $7 billion US in calendar year 2023. New companies are growing rapidly, but traditional companies are witnessing a decline in market share in India. So the trend has been again explained that only $200 million US of sale has increased from calendar year 21 to calendar year 23. And a new observation is that the traditional companies in the pharma sector of India are witnessing a reduce in their market share. Mid-sized pharma exporters from Gujarat, Lincoln Pharmaceuticals, which exports to more than 60 countries, highlighted that higher import prices of APIs largely offsets the benefits of a weaker rupee for exporters. So how the production cost increase is reducing the profitability of exporting to foreign customers is being elaborated here. Munjal Patel, director Lincoln Pharmaceuticals, said they source 90% of the API needs from different vendors. Even if they source from an Indian vendor, these vendors, however, source some key starting materials or intermediates from China. So he's saying that even if we buy APIs from Indian vendors only, then these Indian vendors also depend on foreign countries for some key starting material or intermediates. So any which way, we are dependent on the foreign countries for the raw material, which is reducing our profitability even if the market conditions are favoring us. The prices of APIs have gone up in recent months, and this largely offsets the benefits of a weaker rupee, he added. So with this, we come to the end of the article. As promised, in this last segment, I am going to summarize the whole article in 10 seconds. Depreciation of the Indian rupee may hurt Indian pharma exporters in the long run as the production cost increases and the price competition also intensifies. So we need to bid you a goodbye. I hope you like this video and now you know what you didn't know before. If you like this video, please give it a like and also write down in the comment section what you liked most about this video and what you would want me to cover further. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.